안녕하세요. I'm Marshall.
I'm Ariel.
And we're
Soju for Two.
Okay, so next is going to be our final review of K-pop, the Ultimate Edition, or
K-pop, Greatest Survival, and there's a couple others.
Yeah.
So this show has been a bit of a bumpy ride for us
Yeah.
because I'm so sad that it just ended. We didn't expect it to end.
Okay, so it ended in 14 episodes,
Yeah.
and I think initially it was supposed to have 16 episodes. And we haven't done much researching about why that is. I'm assuming it has to be because of ratings. When I saw the end of 14, I didn't know it was the end, but it kind of had a feeling like at the very end, when they show kind of
The
clips
bloopers,
or
outtakes,
it's usually a sign it's the end of a drama, and then I kind of was looking on the comments, and everyone said it was the end. So that made us really depressed. I felt like this was a great drama overall, but it just didn't end, obviously, as sort of succinctly as we wanted it to.
And since we were watching it from, from episode 8 on, we watched it.
Because one of our subscribers told us about it, and we started watching it, and we really liked it, and I'm so happy we got to watch it. I really did enjoy it, but we'll tell you a little bit more about it.
So the three main characters, and I'm not sure if these are just the three, there's so many in there.
There's a lot.
So just Go Eun-ah, main female lead, Park Yoo-won, whom we love, we need to say that, and then Sung Yi-hun. So what's interesting about this show, too, is that there's a very large cast. Mm-hmm. And I think that the other cast members, other bandmates, were all really fun in this. We also had M Black members in this one.
Well, cameos. We also had You Kiss do cameos on it. So there was a lot of fun cameos.
Yeah, and I think it was definitely, the characters in this were actually really great. And there were a lot of new faces.
Yeah.
A couple old faces. We had one from Flower Boy Ramen Shop.
Yeah, old faces. Right?
Old faces from last season. Or the last show that we just watched. So there was a lot of people on this one. Chemistry. I thought it was adorable.
I love this. To us, this is beautiful. It's that same kind of story, just so sweet. We just really wish it would have gotten to finish where it wanted to finish. It just didn't feel like completely ended. But I thought the characters were that perfect mix of, independent, strong girl and
still lovey,
but still sweet. And then you have the self-centered, lonely boy, and it was just such a great. It was a cliched scenario, but done really well.
Yeah, and something about Yuan was so lovable.
We cannot wait to see what he.
We want to see him in everything, and just like his brother, he does not disappoint. So it was really, really cute. Love triangle. So this one I think about this one, it was sort of a mature love triangle for this type of show. Because you had a best friend who was really, really supportive.
Yeah. And
I think, more than anything, he was really a great best friend.
And you kind of find out pretty early on that, not too early on, but a little bit, there's not that much drama in this love triangle. It's more of just, sort of accepting that they're just going to be truly best friends and nothing else. And then you obviously have the girl who adds the most drama in the love triangle situation. But even that, it just doesn't, I guess the problem with ending 2 episodes early is we didn't really get to sum up how all this
and we didn't get, a last fight out of him, so I feel like we knew who was going to get it.
It's a lot calmer. And obviously, with this one, we talk about right away, mistaken identity, misunderstanding. Okay,
so it's a cross-dress.
Yes. It's a female cross-dress situation. And, that does get resolved in the end somewhat. They do find out that she is a girl, but it doesn't really get to fully resolve itself.
It's not quite as dramatic as, Sung Kyung Kwan or one of those sorts of...
That's why I think it's more like You're Beautiful.
More like You're Beautiful,
even though no one finds out in You're Beautiful she's a girl,
or Coffee Prince. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that had such a dramatic reveal. This is
sweet, and it's not quite as dramatic.
Definitely, but we also need to say about mistaken identity. So a lot of people have been commenting they didn't want to watch this because they think she looks like her brother or whatever the situation is. We need to say, maybe it's just a lot like Wild Romance, where it's just because she has the boy haircut, you don't want to get into the show. Get into it, because it's really good. You're really going to like her in the end, and, it's funny, she does look like her brother.
We didn't realize that. When I remember, because someone commented that Mir was her brother, and I was like, no way. I did not believe that. And then I looked up, and because I've seen Mir.
We watched Hello Baby.
And I'm looking up different things M Black has done. And then once I saw them next to each other, I realized they really do look really
But for
similar.
us, it's funny, because we're twins. I know they're not twins, but, we're used to seeing someone that looks like someone else. So this isn't so weird for us at all, and we really got past it and loved her as a lead.
Yeah, exactly. So bad guy turned good. He's not that bad of a guy.
Yeah,
obviously.
He's not bad. He's more just self-centered and he's been hurt in love, and
the parts that make him sort of a bad guy, in the beginning, he seems like a real jerk, but then it gets thrown up on. So
yeah, but as we all know, if someone throws up on you, it means you're gonna fall in love.
K-drama, so
yeah, exactly. So piggyback ride. I don't remember any piggyback rides, but kisses. please check out, and I'll put the link down here, our Best Kiss video for the part 1. And then we'll make a part 2, even though I'm pretty sure...
We didn't realize that this was going to end, obviously, so quickly, and we assumed there'd be some more kisses, but we'll probably do a second one just to finish it up.
To round it out. Maybe I'll just do like a whole one to get all of them in one. And then fashion. So this one had like some cute fashion.
Yeah.
I think the boys all looked great. She dressed like a boy in this one.
Oh, one thing I thought we missed in this drama was getting to see her really dress up as a girl in front of
the male lead.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You won.
That's what I really wanted to see, because obviously we did see her dress up a little bit with her friend.
In the white dress?
Yeah, but not exactly. I wanted to see her all glare.
We wanted to see her, like, babe it up, but we didn't really see that. But she's still really pretty.
She's
it's so funny that everyone's, like, cannot get over the haircut. It's like, get past the haircut.
I honestly thought the girl from Wild Romance was scarier to look at. I mean, I don't think she's scary at all. I think she just looks like a girl with a short haircut. Whereas the girl from Wild Romance, that was a little wild for me. But, I got over it, and I really liked Wild Romance. And I think if that's freaking you out, just watch it.
Definitely. And then music. So this one it was K-pop drama. So obviously there's a lot of music in this one.
The songs they repeated, and then there's the M2 Junior's theme songs and stuff. So it was definitely good to watch.
Some cute music.
We liked it. I mean, it was like Dream High, kind of with how the repetitive songs, not quite as musical as Dream High, but definitely some that were repetitive, and you kind of started to like really, get used to, and you kind of could sing along too. So we liked it.
They're cute. So our ratings, Marsh?
Okay, I give this an 8.5, and I think that if it would have ended where it was supposed to end, I probably would have given it a 9. I just think that it was everything I wanted from a drama.
Yeah.
I feel like we can't wait to see more from Park Yoo-won. And, I know I'll watch this again. It's so cute. So.
Yeah, I mean, I give it exactly the same. I'll give it an 8.5. And I would say that, like, for me right now, like, Yoo-won is on par with Jung Eun-suk where he was in You're Beautiful. Like, right now, like, Jung Eun-suk maybe a little bit higher because of, like, Love Rain. His acting is really great. But this still feels very similar. I really like them both, and I hope he has a great career out of this.
Yeah, we can't wait to see what they do.
Definitely. So, definitely watch it if you're not watching it. It's really, really cute. And we're sad about the ending, but the ending was still really cute.
And the bloopers on the end, just a little side note, were some of the cutest bloopers we've ever seen.
If nothing else, those bloopers really show that they enjoyed themselves making this drama, and I felt like
sad they didn't get to finish.
I know, because it really felt like they were like a family.
All right, thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.